nalipa tax na hata siwezi afford kupanda taxi. Kwa banki sina kakitu, siwezi afford hata shati. Maji nanywa ya kanjo yako ya chupa za mapambo. Nalipia mtoto wako elimu ya bure ya juu. Unanipa ya bure lakini ya utu. Oh no. So nitapata wapi majibu ya maswali? Mahindi lienda wapi? Pia shilingi ya shule za msingi. Paulo mtume, mbona jela usimtume? Lazima abuniwe tume. Lazima abuniwe tume. Mapenzi ndizo hali mabasa tulificha kwa kabati. Kazi kwa vijana, pesa kwa wazee. Tulimangamanga mpaka za maded I say. Lazima abuniwe tume. Lazima abuniwe tume. Oh. Sheria. Oh. Sheria. Sheria. Fuata. Sheria. Sheria. Oh, oh. Sheria. Yeah, yeah. Fuata. Sheria. 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 Oh, oh. Fuata. Sheria. Sheria. Pia wewe mwananchi, tabia zako ziko chini. Unapenda kulipa hongo na kutumia njia za uongo. Una mipango na hata watoto wa kando. Haujui hata majina yao. Kura yako uliuza maini figo, ukakulia hadi dini. Kisha wasema tukuthamini, na wewe hapo hauaminiki. Na wewe hapo haupangiki.
Wapi kidero when you need to slap somebody? Complain ufisadi, kwani ulidhani t-shirt 50 bob leso siku ya campaign ilikuwa free? Ni 5 year loan investment, utalipa king ya parliament. We are one, amani we are one. Na utumishi kwa wote, utu missing CCTV we were watching. Racial insecurity na job opportunity ni kama mti ya kibiriti. Side moja heavy, usiniambie Kenya kuna umaskini, kwani hizi fat fingers zinaibia nane? Maskando inatuletea kwa survival. Media define leadership, na sura ukiaka front page na improve readership. Ambia wase wa Twitter wa hashtag hii ama hash reality doesn't make a good TT. Commission of inquiry, wanakula commission bila kutupa ukweli. Ni kubaya, baka kukiwa kuzuri unashindwa nini mbaya. Machozi ya perpetrator ineza dilute damu ya victim ilimwagika. After all is said and done, all will be said, nothing will be done. You're not my tribe, but you're my blood type. Like you did it doesn't have to take tragedy to know that.
Sheria.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Sheria Dive right here on Power Radio with me, Mr. James WaNjeri. And let me tell you, the last time I spoke to you was Thursday last week because we had a holiday on Monday. And my goodness, have I missed you or what? I hope you've missed me too, because we're going to be having 2 hours together, and it's going to be a good time. Not just a long time, but a good long time. And of course, if you're joining us for the first time, this is a show where we talk law and we see how law intersects with our day-to-day life and decisions we're making and how it affects our lives. And today we've got an interesting topic lined up as we talk about unpaid bills in hospitals. Have you actually had stories of hospitals where they refuse to release the body if someone dies with a bill? Well, we're going to be talking about that because there are 2 things that are certain in this life. That's death and taxes. Taxes, Kasonga is already dealing with that for you, but death is coming. So I want to let you know what happens if you're going to die and leave us with hospital bills, okay? What the law provides. And because we are all dying, trust me, this information is going to be very useful for you or the people you leave behind. But before we get into that, we have our feature artist, who is Mr. Chris Adwar. And, I'm shocked that these millennials don't know who Chris Adwar is. Chris Adwar is a fantastic musician, and he's always played with a band called the Villagers Band. So he's our featured artist. He's going to be playing 5 of his songs. So please let me know of these songs that I'm about to play for you. Which song do you know? And if you don't know any of these songs, which is your favorite out of the 5? And of course, please look up Chris Adwar on the socials. Give him that like, give him that follow, and ensure also that if he has any shows coming up, we support them, because at Power Radio, what we do is we support Kenya because we play all Kenyan all the time. Here's Mr. Chris Adwar with the first song in our featured artist segment. Let's go.
Power Radio. Tune in and power up.
Black beauty, Tadia become skinny jeans, Beyonce weave, sophisticated fun, true arts identity, Johari na Kazuri. She never takes a matri, she's always in a taxi. I'm a fool to think I can keep up with you. Oh, I'm such a fool to think I can satisfy you. Siendi Kenchik, pengine Java. Hayo ndiyo maneno alitamka. Hapana Jivanji, pengine Regency. Hiyo ndiyo maisha anayotaka na siwezani. Ana picha kwenye magazini, hata televisheni, warembo wakichaguliwa, yeye ndiye wa kwanza. Rosie, please stop pretending, yet you never pay for your taxi. Please, so I'm a 3, I'm a fool to think I can keep up with you. Oh, I'm such a fool to think I can satisfy you. Siendi kenchike, pengine Java. Hayo ndiyo maneno alitamka. Hapana jivanji, pengine Regency. Hiyo ndiyo maisha anayotaka. Siendi kenchike, pengine Java. Hayo ndiyo maneno alitamka. Hapana jivanji, pengine Regency. Hiyo ndiyo maisha anayotaka, na siwezani. Siwezani. Mi siwezani. Na siwezani. Na siwezani.
Yes. That, of course, is Mr. Chris Adwa. Sitaki Kenchik, Pengine Java. That's where standards started being changed by our millennial sisters. Have you ever heard that song? No? Yeah. Antaka kwenda Grand Regency. You know, I can't blame a woman for wanting the good life. You know, if you can get it, why shouldn't you go ahead? You know, I don't think is there a reward in thinking small? No rewards in thinking small. There you go. That's song number 1 by Mr. Chris Adwar. Let's get song number 2 as we feature him. He's a fantastic guy. You'll probably come across his music. And did you actually know that he started his music in church? Because he used to be part of the Mavuno band. Yeah, so that's his background in music. And that Mavuno crew has produced some great musicians. We have Atemi coming from that. We have Karemi Rimbui. Of course, the Rimbui brothers as well. You have Aaron on the keys. And you have his brother, of course, now working in sound. You have Kanji. Kanji Mbugo was also part of that crew. So all of them have had very successful musical careers. And it's just amazing to see. Here is song number 2 by Mr. Chris Adwar.
Power Radio. Tune in and power up.
Country girl, where are you going? Can I come with you? Country lady, shall we meet by the river? By the river of love. Country girl, who are you calling? Nasikia sauti yako. Country lady, shall we sing to each other songs of love? Walk with me along the golden fields. Hold my hand and never let me go. Talk with me lovingly. Be with me. Be with me. Country girl, why are you crying? May I cry with you? My heart is telling me to wipe your tears away, and I want to. Country girl, may I dance with you to this beautiful tune? I want to hold you, kiss you, feel your heart beating next to mine. Walk with me moto isiyozimika. Baby, baby, penzi langu nawe ni kama theluji nyeupe pepepe. Baby, baby, penzi langu nawe ni kama mwamba isiyotingika. Baby, baby, penzi langu nawe ni kama ziwa isiyokauka. Baby, baby. Country girl, will you love me?
Country Girl, Will You Love Me? Makienyo alianza kuimbiwa kitambo manze. Kienyeji, Will You Love Me? You know, I don't know, there are people who just like to have that country girl, and they really try and avoid anything to do with what you'd call the modern urban woman. That's Chris Adore singing a beautiful love song to his country girl. And of course, the song goes by the same title. This is song number 2. Remember, I'll be checking out your comments in the live chat just to see which of these songs you like the most. We already had, Java and Kenchik as song number 1. This is Country Girl song number 2. Let's get song number 3. It's about 5:22 now. I hope you are, if you're in the office, hey, close that laptop, beloved. The employee of the year has already been chosen. Sawa sawa. But if you are heading out, I hope you're just having a safe and a nice trip. And of course, maybe I'm with you in that car or on that walk or on that ndudi. You know what? Whatever it is, we're here and we have 2 hours ahead of us. So let's have a good time. Let's go.
Your kind of music, all day, all night, right here on your only station, Power Radio.
I have come to know you so well. I can see through your skin. There you are, acting like my friend. But I know your sin. I can see you lurking in the shadows, nothing for my phone. I can see you hiding in the dark, pushing your love. Please wait before you do something you may regret. Oh, please wait before you say something. Wait, oh, please wait, please wait. Tangu lini mvua kanyesha bila mawingu, jua likiwaka? Tangu lini moshi kapepea bila moto, haiwezi eleweka. I have come to know you so well. I know you despise me. I can see you trying to eliminate me. Please reconsider. Please wait before you do something you may regret. No, 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 no. Please wait. Please wait.
Please wait before you say something. Hey, that's Chris Adwa with song number 3. Please wait. Beautiful, beautiful song. And you know the beauty about this as well is I'm just realizing that Flozy is also discovering Chris Adwa right here in studio with me. Flozy is our producer and she does an amazing job. So that's song number 3. I'm going to be asking her what her favorite is and I'm going to be telling you that as soon as we're done. But now let's go to song number 4 by the legendary Mr. Chris Adwa.
From sunrise to sunset, all day and night. Our radio.
Somebody said that love is just for fools. We gotta dance to the rhythms that we choose. I gotta say how I feel about you. I hope and pray that you feel it too. I can be your fool, be your fool. I can be your fool, be your fool. Somebody said that love is full of pain. We've gotta pay for the trouble and heartbreak. Somebody said without pain there is no gain. I may be a fool, but I know love is not a game we play. I can be your fool, be your fool. 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 I can be your fool, be your fool.
Yeah, I'ma be your fool. I don't know if you've ever had to, and mostly it's men who do these things. But I hear nowadays even women find themselves in situations where you've become a fool for someone. I don't know, what does that look like, ladies and gentlemen? When you're a fool for someone, you know, you do things you'd ordinarily never ever do because people they just look at you and they speak to you and it just turns your wide topsy turvy, you know. Hey, that's Chris Adora with Fool for You, bringing us to song number 4. And now we are about to just get into the last song of this lineup by Mr. Chris Adora. This is the final song. Remember, I'd like to find out which of these is your favorite. And if you're a fool for someone, my goodness, I hope they also are fool for you. Otherwise, that's a foolish decision. Let's go.
From sunrise to sunset, all day and night. Power Radio.
Tumekutana tu njiani, huyo bwana hatufahamiani, wamwita mfalme wa Wayahudi, kisha wamtia msalabani. Hetero, hetero, Joko ashawika. Hetero, hetero, mbona kumsaliti rafikio? Hetero. Jina langu ni kama mwamba, msimamo wangu imara, imani yangu imetetemeshwa na mtetemeko huu wa ardhi. Hetero, hetero, Joko akawika. Hetero, hetero, mbona kumsaliti rafikio?
You know, that's a kind of song you send to someone who's betrayed you. And it's interesting that you're talking about this just after Easter weekend the other day. Because remember that guy, Peter? That guy, Peter, is like that friend of yours who tells you, let's go. Me, I can't ondokea you. I'll be there with you every step of the way. My guy, Peter, when he was asked, hey, Peter, I thought I saw you with this Jesus guy. Yeah. The guy changed his mind very quickly. Akamruka kipetero kiesu. That's Petero by Mr. Chris Adora. And this is a special song. I want to send this out to all the lovers here. And if you're with your person, wherever you are, if you're looking at them, or maybe there's someone you had your eye on, you know, this is a song I'm sending out to them. This is Chris Adora together with Atemi. This is Someday. A beautiful song. Kama hujafanya harusi, think about it. It could be one of the songs you do in your wedding. You know what? You're going to love this. Let me not say too much about it. This is Someday. Let's go.
From sunrise to sunset, all day and night. Power Radio.
Ningekuwa taxi driver, ningekupa lifti kila mara. Ningekuwa shamba boy, ningekuchunia sukuma wiki. Ningekuwa telephone operator, bamba 50 ningekusambazia. Ningekuwa dereva city hopper, hata kileleshwa tungetembea. I am a simple man, I dream about loving you, and you in return. And my simple mind is filled with thoughts of you. You will be mine someday. Ningekuwa karani, ningekuandikia barua ya mapenzi. Ningekuwa wakili, ningewashtaki adui wako wote. Ningekuwa mhadimu, ningekuhudumia bila kuchoka. Ningekuwa mwalimu, ningekufunza jinsi kunipenda. I am a simple girl, I dream about loving you, and true in return. And my simple mind is filled with thoughts of you. You will be mine. I am a simple girl, I dream about loving you, and you in return. And my simple mind is filled with thoughts of you. You will be mine someday. Kwa salama na kwa dhiki, wajua nakupenda. Baby, mimi sitishiki na mashaka ya mapenzi. Ningekuwa mpishi, huwezi lala njaa hata siku moja. Ningekuwa mtangazaji, ningetangaza kote kuwa nakupenda. Ningekuwa askari, ningekulinda bila kusinzia. Ningekuwa bibi harusi, ungekuwa bwana harusi. I am a simple man, I dream about loving you, and you in return. And my simple mind is filled with thoughts of you. You will be mine. I am a simple girl, I dream about loving you, and you in return. And my simple mind is filled with the thoughts of you. You will be mine someday. 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 Someday.
Someday. Yes. Prisador, and the time we bring us to about 5:44 p.m. And you know what? You get it, right? That's the type of song you want to have on your wedding day, either as you sign that certificate or as you walk down the aisle. Just making that promise to each other. But you know what? Today we've got a conversation about dying and death. And this is Africa, this is Kenya, man. We don't like to think about dying. You tell people about death, they start saying, wewe unanitakia mabaya. Okay? Which is not always the case. But have you ever actually thought about what happens when you go to hospital and you rack up quite a tidy bill, and then in the process, you die without having paid that bill? What then happens? You're already dead, so you probably don't have to think about it. But the rest of us are left behind here having to deal with the fact that you've died. One of the things that has been happening in Kenya is hospitals have been holding on to bodies, of patients who've died. And they refuse to release those bodies until payment of the outstanding bill has been done. Now, this, I would say, this habit or this practice is very prevalent in our hospitals here. And lucky for you and I, a few people have actually sought to challenge that way of doing things and taken such cases to court. And we're going to be talking about two of those cases, because actually today there was a decision touching on KU training, the referral hospital, teaching referral and research hospital. And a decision was actually issued yesterday. And it was all about a body, but perhaps it's about just trying to understand exactly what is going on here. How is a hospital supposed to recover its money after they release your body? What is the thinking here? Anyway, that's a conversation coming up shortly. But for now, today we're trying to just put you on a nice boat. Tunajua the month is almost coming to an end, and bankers have been paid. Bankers have been paid today. So if you're dating a banker, today is probably that day you need to ask for that smartwatch. But anyway, kando na hayo, we'd like to take a sweet trip this evening as we just get to hear what Kenya has to offer in terms of beautiful, lovely music. And then when we come back, we begin the story of Mr. James Oyugi Onyango, because James Oyugi Onyango actually died in hospital while receiving treatment. And his case made it all the way to the High Court of Kenya because his body had been detained. We look at Mr. James Oyugi Onyango's case and perhaps try and see what are the lessons here to be learned for hospitals, for you and I, for patients, for the families of patients, and how do we actually deal with cases of bodies being detained in hospital, and what is a proper approach to deal with such matters. But for now, let's get some music, and then when we come back, we pick it up. And of course, I'd like to hear your thoughts on this. Is this something that has actually happened to you? If you've been a victim of this, or your family has been a victim of this, where you were forced to pay up or the body will not be released, how exactly did you go about dealing with that matter? Let's get some music, and then when we come back, we pick it up. Let's go.
Power Radio.
My angel in disguise, sent from heaven just to give my broken heart another chance. When ni malaika wangu, every single time you are away, my heart forgets just how to be. And maybe I should let you know, even if the earth should fly away, I'd find a way to you. Maybe I should let you know, every single night I ask the Lord to keep you safe for me. The moonlight in the dark, shining brighter than the brightest star will ever see. Malaika nakupenda, na kila saa you're far away, my heart forgets just how to be. And maybe I should let you know, that even if the earth should fly away, I'd find a way. And maybe I should let you know, yeah. Every single night I ask the Lord to keep you safe for me. Maybe I should let you know, that even if the earth should fly away, I'll find a way to you.
Yes, that's Charisma with Let You Know, bringing us to about 5:55 p.m. And ladies and gentlemen, I want to tell you a story about a gentleman whose name is James Oyugi Onyango, and perhaps some of the lessons that we can learn from the story of James Oyugi Onyango. Now, on 6th April 2020, James Oyugi Onyango was in the company of some of his family members, and they decided to do a trip from Mombasa to his rural home in Kamalunga village in Siaya County. Now, of course, we know Siaya County with their governor, Mr. James Orengo, senior counsel. Now, on reaching Awasi Shopping Center along Kericho Kisumu Road, James Oyugi Onyango was involved in a road traffic accident where the motor vehicle he was driving lost control and it became a wreck. He thereafter called for a tow truck from a garage owner in Kisumu City, who went and towed his motor vehicle to Kisumu City for repairs. Now, on reaching Kisumu City, James Oyugi started complaining of mild chest pains, stating that he suspected he had hit his chest on the steering wheel of the motor vehicle when the accident occurred. But he had ignored going to hospital, stating that the pains were mild and he would spend the night and see how he would wake up in the morning before making a decision on whether to go to hospital. So that night, he spent the night at a relative's place within Kisumu City, and the next morning he proceeded with his journey to Ukwala in Siaya County, which was the 7th of April 2020. When he reached his rural home, he spent the day and the following day indoors. Now, on the 9th of January 2020, on the 9th of April 2020, James Oyugi complained of increased chest pains and requested for medication to be brought to him, after which his brother, Mr. Olo, rushed him to Matibabu Hospital in Ukwala town, explained his condition to one of the doctors, and some medication was prescribed, which Mr. Olo bought and took to Mr. James Oyugi. Now, upon taking this medication, Oyugi's condition did not improve, and on the next day, which was a Friday, the 10th of April 2020, he woke up with worse chest pains than the previous day, and subsequently, in the company of his brother, Mr. Olo, they headed to Matibabu Hospital for an in-depth checkup and diagnosis. And when the doctor examined James Oyugi, the doctor found that Mr. Oyugi needed to be transferred to Senior County Referral Hospital for an X-ray, a chest X-ray to be conducted to confirm why his chest was aching. Okay, the X-ray was done, and together with Mr. Olo, James went back to Matibabu Hospital with the results. Now, on returning to Matibabu Hospital, his sugar and blood pressure levels were critically high, and the doctor recommended the admission of Mr. James Oyugi at the Matibabu Hospital for him to be monitored overnight. His brother, Mr. Olo, then called Oyugi's wife to stay overnight with Oyugi while Olo went home. Now, later that evening, Mr. James Oyugi passed on. His brother, Mr. Olo, was informed, but upon returning to the hospital, he was told that he could not view Mr. Oyugi's body at that time since it had already been taken to the morgue, but he could do so on the following day. Now, on the morning of 11th April 2020, Olo, who is a brother to now the deceased Mr. Oyugi, proceeded to Matibabu Hospital to view the body and embarked on the plans and modalities of burial of Mr. Oyugi. But on reaching the hospital in the company of other family members, they were informed that they could not view Mr. Oyugi's body since samples had been taken from him and transported to Kemri, Kisumu for analysis in line with the Ministry of Health guidelines to forward samples for testing for the COVID-19 virus if a person showed any of the known symptoms associated with the disease, and especially if that person had traveled from an area known to have positive cases of COVID-19. You'll remember that by this date of 11th April 2020, COVID had been declared in Kenya. It had been a few weeks of COVID in Kenya, so the entire country was in a state of panic. So the relatives were not given an opportunity to see the samples being taken from Mr. Oyugi, and they did not receive the results of the diagnosis even at the time when they were going to court. Instead, what happened is they were told to go home and wait for the results of the tests and further instructions on collection of the body of Mr. Oyugi. That is Mr. Oyugi's story. When we come back, we're going to be talking more about this, just as we try to understand what was the background to this, what reasons led to this matter actually going to court. The accident happened on 6th of April. It's now 11th of April. Mr. Oyugi is dead. His body has not been released. His relatives have not been allowed to see his body or even to witness the samples being taken from that body. When we come back, continue this story. But for now, let's get some music. Let's go.
Power Radio. Tune in and power up.
Uliniahidi maisha yaliyo na raha, na ukaniahidi maisha bila mashaka. Ni nini ilitendeka baada ya ndoa? Ni nini ilitendeka baada ya kupawewana? Kila siku mimi nilimuomba Mwenyezi anipe mume atakaye nienzi. Ikawaje vigumu kunipa lako penzi, when you promised that I would be your one and only lady. Aheriga, amanyiga, agombiga. Sheri, na mimi nikakuahidi mapenzi wenye faraja na dhiki. Ni vipi sasa sikuelewi? Shida sio masikini dadi, mapenzi pilipili tena kageuka shubiri, lakini bado nakupenda, sitawahi kuacha, tufurahie pamoja, hata kama kwa boda boda. Bado nakupenda, sitawahi kuacha, tufurahie pamoja, hata kama kwa boda boda. Ninakuenzi mpenzi, ninakuenzi my baby. Stay with me and our family. Oh, I love you, my baby. I love you, my love.
Promised us with time it'll be alright, but some days are long and you just want to sleep inside. Tired bones, breaking heart, heavy thoughts on where we are. But then you came along and you spoke to me, reminding me of the kids we used to be, saying bring your mind and I'll be gentle with it as I embrace your soul. Can remind you how love looks like. Let me remind you how love looks like. Can remind you how love looks like. Let me remind you how love looks like. Searching for some meaning, hope you find it here. I know how it feels when something broken breaks again, thinking you might never find it, knowing what you've already lost. Can remind you how love looks like. Let me remind you how love looks like. can remind you how love looks like. Let me remind you how love looks like. Inakaa kama nyota, inakaa kama jua, inakaa kama maji, inakaa kama moto, inakaa kama nyimbo, inakaa kama shairi, inakaa kama wewe, inakaa kama shujaa ikipaza sauti, inakaa kama vita, utiririka kama chozi, inagusa kwa ukombozi, neza kumbusha vile inakaa. Smiling on your face, I can tell that you've been crying. Doom da day, doom da day, doom da day, doom da day, doom da day. Anytime I see you when you're walking by, smiling on your face, I can tell that you've been crying. I know how it feels when something broken breaks again. Can remind you how love looks like. Let me remind you how
Ladies and gentlemen, we're keeping it easy and cool as we have the conversation touching on our main character of the day, who is Mr. James Oyugi. And but before we went on the music break, we were just talking about how Mr. Oyugi died, and it's now 11th April 2020. And at 4 p.m., Mr. Olo, who was Mr. Oyugi's brother, received a telephone call from the area chief informing Mr. Olo to go and collect the body of Mr. Oyugi from Matibabu Hospital for immediate burial, to which Mr. Olo and his relatives protested as they had not received the results from the hospital, and further, no burial arrangements had been put in place. Okay? Now, according to what had been filed in court, the relatives of Mr. Oyugi had paid for a casket just in case matters went beyond their control and they would need to bury Mr. Oyugi on short notice. Later on the same day, officials of the county government of Sheria went to Mr. Oyugi's home. So the Ministry of Health officials then demanded Mr. Olo to identify Mr. Oyugi's body, and that after he had identified it, they demanded that he directs them to his home where they would personally bury him. Despite Mr. Olo's protestations that burial in the middle of the night on such short notice was contrary to Luo customary traditions, and further that a grave had not been dug, the Ministry of Health officers, who are in the company of police officers, insisted that the burial had to be conducted at that ungodly hour. So, Mr. Olo then called the relatives and other family members and informed them of the development and instructed them to choose an appropriate burial ground and start digging a grave where Mr. Oyugi would be buried. And so, police officers, together with officials of the county government of Sheria, accompanied Mr. Olo to Mr. Oyugi's home, where upon arrival, the police officers surrounded the home. His body was taken to the gravesite, where the Ministry of Health officers offloaded his body from the motor vehicle, which transported the body into the shallow grave, which had also not been dug to the required depth. All right. And once his body was offloaded into the grave, the Ministry of Health officers stood aside and said nothing, after which Mr. Olo instructed the grave diggers to cover the body of Mr. Oyugi with the soil that had been dug out. Now, this case, the petitioners, when they went to court, they say that his body had been disposed like a stray dog, contrary to his constitutional right to human dignity and his right to be buried in accordance with Luo cultural customs, in contravention of his right to traditional celebration being burial rites, and further, that his family were not issued with a burial permit, which was contrary to the law. Okay. Now, why is this relevant as we, as we talk about this? Because this decision of Mr. Oyugi then shows up in another case that was filed in court, which was the case of Omari versus Kenyatta University Teaching Referral and Research Hospital. And the case here, part of what the court was being asked to do was to also look at the decision that had been made in Oyugi's case. All right? Now, we are talking about detaining of a body, holding of a body and refusing to release it. Is that allowed under the law and under Kenya's constitution? All right? In this case, in the case of Omari, and in this case it was Catherine Juma Omari, here there was a deceased person. Someone had died and her name was Roslyn Mukoko Aura. Okay? She had died in hospital at the Kenyatta University Teaching Referral and Research Hospital. And her body was not released due to non-payment of outstanding hospital bill. So the hospital basically refused to release that body until the bill had been paid. So, in this case, Miss Catherine Juma Omari was the niece of Roslyn Mukoko Aura. Roslyn was admitted at the KU Teaching Referral Hospital on 22nd February 2025, but she passed on in the next month, which was on 11th March 2025, while undergoing a surgical procedure. At the time, Roslyn had accumulated a medical bill to the tune of 1,533,502 shillings. After she died, the body was moved to the mortuary that was operated by the hospital, where the bill continued and continues to accumulate even at the time that the case was being filed. So, of course, Shiv had paid part of the bill. The family had managed to raise 20,000, and at the time of filing the petition, the balance was 561,502. And their case was simple. We are not in a position to raise the balance. We've tried to plead with KU Hospital to release the body without any success. There was a letter from the assistant chief confirming the inability of the family to raise the money due to their poor background. There was a letter from the Kenya Medical Practitioners and Dentists Council, and also a letter from the area member of parliament, which did not bear ritual well-being. So this was a question of dignity, that failing to give us that body, okay, it's illegal. It's affecting us psychologically, it's affecting us socially, it's affecting our spiritual well-being as a family. Okay? Now, in the case of the hospital said that, yes, there's a hospital bill, it is not in contest. Okay? However, this family of Roslyn, they did not approach the credit control department in line with our policy. Okay? Our policy says you have to go to the credit control department for payment arrangements to be made or for a waiver to be granted. Instead, they're chosen to write letters which the hospital said we doubt those letters were even received at our facility. And so the idea here was simply that you've come to court, but the thing you should actually have done was to ensure that you first exhaust the remedies that are available. You first exhaust the options that are available for you to deal with this matter. So where does this case intertwine with the case of Mr. James Oyugi? We're going to be talking about that when we come back next, about 6:17. Now, let's get some music as we look at what are the things that a court considers when a petition like this is brought before the court. What are the things to look out for, and why did the case of James Oyugi play a role in the decision that was eventually made in this case of Omari versus Kenyatta University?
Power Radio. Tune in. Power up.
GL.
Nani cheesy kama yeah. I've been faded, I've been naked, in different places, many faces, X-rated, yeah. I've been patient, I've been waiting. No other one that's come around can do the things you do. Who keep come around, we smoke a lot, Canadian pot, G's and bomb. Catch a wine, dance along, bounce along, baby, bounce along. Wine and dine, made your mind, it's a clear sign that no other one that's come around can do the things you do. Nobody else can match my energy. Cheesy come my yeah. Cheesy come my yeah. We up all night and still we tryna be busy on the AM. Cheesy come my yeah. Yeah. Cheesy come my yeah. Oh yeah. Cheesy come yeah.
I've been faded, serenaded, celebrated. Ooh, very patient. See, I'm not so complicated. Ooh, kakwama on my mind. Your toes are juicy, align. Moyo kapiga sign, kisha uka underline. Only free because you let me be. That's the love I want for me. Long time was so baridi. Can't deny the chemistry. Ukakwama on my mind. Tuka alive. Tuka bigger sign.
Nobody else can match my energy. Cheesy come yeah. Cheesy come yeah. We up all night and still we tryna be busy on the AM. Cheesy come yeah. Cheesy come yeah. Oh yeah. Cheesy come yeah. Cheesy come yeah. Cheesy come
She says she's okay. I don't believe her. There's just something about the way she turned her back on me. I know in my mind I'll never leave her. There's just something about the way we love each other right. And even though we fight all night and day, I know sometimes in love there can be pain. And even though we need a little break, I know that you'll come back to me. You know that I'll come back to you. 'Cause that's when you'll start to feel my love. Feel it, that's when you feel it.
my love. Feel it, that's when you feel it. Na 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 na. Usiponipenda nitapendwa na nani? Nitakuwa mgeni wa nani? Ukiwa mbali nami nabaki tabani. Ona nahisi kisirani, hawa haina maana. Mimi na wewe kuzozana, mbona tunasimangana? Hatuwezi semezana, my love, haina maana. Mimi na wewe kuzozana, mbona tunasimangana? Hatuwezi semezana. And even though we fight all night and day, I know sometimes in love there can be pain. And even though we need our rain, I know that you come back to me. And you know that I come back to you. That's when you start to feel my love. Feel it. That's when you feel it. That's when you start to feel my love. Feel it. That's when you feel it. And even if we fight all night and day, I know sometimes in love there can be pain. And even if we need a little break, I know that you come back to me. You know that I'll come back to you. And that's when you start to feel my love.
Yes, Feel My Love, of course. That is Saudi Soul, right? Feel My Love. Fantastic and beautiful song. Now, in this case of Omari versus Kenyatta University, the argument they were making was you shouldn't detain a body. And you'll remember that in the case of Oyugi, his body was actually detained and it was not released. And the first thing I think here is to paint the difference between these two cases, because in Mr. Oyugi's case, the court was of the view that since he had died and COVID, of course, at the time was raging, and it was not clear what the cause of death was, then there was every right for the hospital and the government to actually take the measures that it took to prevent anyone from coming into contact with that body, to release that body under certain very strict conditions. Okay, so in that case of James Oyugi, the court was of the view that, you know what, no, yes, he was not buried in accordance with the proper customs. Yes, he was not buried in accordance with Luo customary law. Yes, his family was not given the opportunity to have a proper mourning, because if you actually go and look for the video online, there was a video of the burial of James Oyugi, and he was buried. It's like they covered that coffin. It was one of those first COVID burials where the burial was done in a manner almost like it was like they were burying a phantom or something, you know. And it was very traumatic even for people who are watching. And of course, now we know that you cannot get COVID from a dead body because the virus cannot exist outside of a living organism, you know. But at the time, everyone was panicking, and the court was of the view that, hey, everyone was panicking. And because of that panic, we'll allow that certain mistakes are to be made. There are guidelines that were not followed. Of course, the government was very apologetic about it. But what about this case where all there is simply an unpaid bill? The bill has remained unpaid, and that is an issue that is before the court. And in this case, this decision was actually issued the day before yesterday by Justice Mugambi of the High Court here in Nairobi. The court says this: a dead body is not a merchantable product. Basically, a dead body is not something you can sell. There's no sale value in a dead body. And the court was of the view that other than causing psychological distress to the family and being a health hazard, the hospital stood to gain nothing from the continued detention of the body of Rosalind. In any case, the court was of the view that releasing the body of Rosalind would not extinguish their pursuit of any other legal remedies that may be available, including the payment of the outstanding bill arising from the hospitalization of Rosalind. So here, what the court was saying basically is that, you know what? Yes, here is a dead body. Yes, hospital, you are owed this money. However, holding on to this body, it will not actually get you the payment. You cannot do anything with the body. And remember, already here was a family that was stating that they are unable to even meet the cost of that bill. So continuing to hold on to it is actually even increasing the amount more and more. And in this case, the court was differentiating this case with the case of Mr. Oyugi. Because remember, in Oyugi's case, there was a novel virus that was there. It was unclear how do people need to deal with these things. And because of that, then the court felt like it was justified for the measures that were taken. But in this case, the hospital is being told, come on, a dead body is not a merchantable product. So which means that hospitals cannot hold on to a body, saying that they will not release the body until the bills are paid. And one of the things I know that has been happening is that hospitals will nowadays release the body, but upon getting a guarantee from someone. So if someone comes and signs a guarantee form saying that I'm going to make sure that this payment is made, that this money is released, and on that basis it's paid. Why? Because that guarantee, you can always go to court and say, this guarantee was signed and it was never honored. So there is still a way for hospitals to find payment for their bills. There is still a way for hospitals to ensure that their bills are paid without having to subject families to unnecessary stress and unnecessary, emotional distress. Hey, when you come back, you'll be shocked to discover that this is not the only place that this case has actually happened. I'm going to be telling you about 2 or 3 more examples of this and why the court's decision in Omari is actually the correct decision, because other courts have actually held the same thing. But this is just to you out there. Perhaps you're struggling with that issue. Or I could even ask the question, have you been a victim of this, where someone's body was held in the hospital and they refused to release the body on the pretext that the hospital bills had not been paid? How did you actually go ahead and, dealt with that? Looking out for your comments. Remember, you can do that on our YouTube live chat together with our socials at Power Radio. We'll be looking out for your comments just to be able to answer some of those questions that pop up. Let's go.
Your kind of music, all day, all night, right here on your only station, Power Radio.
And on the daily, bado nakufata. Kosa sio hoja, zaidi ya kukupenda. Vipi nikatupa ndoto tulizoziota. Uliniwasha nare, enzi zetu za kupare. Kwa mvinyo na makale, magizani hadi ngware. Nikijifanya dakitare, wa mabinti wale, wenye shepu za hatari. Nikapotelea ndani, ila mwambie nampenda. Roho ya mtamani, bado nampenda. Ukimwona, mwambie nampenda. Roho ya mtamani, bado nampenda. Ukimwona, I can't help but miss you every morning. Vile unapendeza, kama ningeweza jua yepi ya kutarajia, nisingejipata mashakani kwa niliyoyatenda. Ninayempenda ni wewe, hakuna mwingine wa kubadili penzi. Ningependa tuelewane, kiburi kisinikosanishe na kusema kwa jirani kwamba mimi kisirani, aibu za hadharani, vile penzi hatari, njoo unipe amani kama hapo zamani. Mwambie nampenda, oh yeah, roho ya mtamani bado nampenda, ukimwona mwambie nampenda, roho ya mtamani bado nampenda, ukimwona. Mwambie nampenda, roho ya mtamani bado nampenda, ukimwona. Mwambie nampenda, roho ya mtamani bado nampenda, ukimwona. Mwambie nampenda, roho ya mtamani bado nampenda, ukimwona.
In my mind, baby, is where you spend most of your time, baby. So many signs say yet to need perfect design, baby, yeah. Wangu ni wewe, kienda milele ntangoja, najua kwa wengine ntakukosa, kubali Mwenyezi, tuzeke pamoja, takupenda milele. Like I never loved in my life, so love me like you never loved in your life. Whenever we're together, oh life so nice. Kama sijakupenda then I never loved you like I never loved in my life. So love me like you never loved in your life. Whenever we're together, oh life so nice. Kama sijakupenda then I never loved in my life. I thought I was fine, baby, until love came and opened my eyes, baby, yeah. Perfect design, yeah. You came to me right on time, baby, yeah. And you know you did, and you know you did. Wangu ni wewe, ukienda milele ntangoja, najua kwa wengine ntakukosa, kubali Mwenyezi, tuzeke pamoja, takupenda milele. So love me like you never loved in your life. Whenever we're together, oh life so nice. Kama sijakupenda then I never loved you like I never loved in my life. So love me like you never loved in your life. Whenever we're together, oh life so nice. Kama sijakupenda then I never loved you like I never loved in my life. So love me like you never loved in your life. Whenever we're together, oh life so nice. Kama sijakupenda
Yes, of course, that's Mr. Yashinsky, who can rap and still sing you a love song. You know what? Total respect. Ladies and gentlemen, we've been talking about these cases and we've talked about 2023, 2020. You'd think these things are new, but in 1998 March, Justice Philip Waki, as he then was known because he's now a retired judge, a case was brought to him while he was a judge in Mombasa. And the issue was still the same. The hospital, Pandya Hospital in this case, was holding on to the body of someone who had died, and the family had actually tried many things, even bringing land title documents, signing a guarantee, and the hospital still said, no, we are not releasing this body. And eventually, the family had no other option than to go file a matter in court to challenge that decision to hold on to the body because they had been unable to actually bury him, and they're refusing to release his body. Now, this is what the court says. The dead body, let me pick it from earlier. In this particular case, there's no dispute as to who should bury the deceased or where he should be buried. The dispute is on a debt for medical services solicited for by someone who is still alive, not the deceased, and there are legal ways of binding such a person to pay the debt owed. And in this case, what had happened is, when they had admitted the deceased to hospital at the time he was still alive, one of his relatives signed a form indicating that he would be responsible for that debt. Okay? Now the debt has come up. And what the court is saying is that the owner of that debt is not even the person who's dead. There's already a person who's alive, and they signed documents to show that they would actually take care of that debt as at when it became, a debt that needed to be paid. And the court said the dead body of the deceased ought not to be part of that equation. There is no property in a dead body. Listen to what the court says. A dead body cannot be offered or held as security for payment of a debt. It cannot be auctioned if there's a default. It cannot be used to earn rental income in a cold room. In sum, there is no legal basis for detaining it, and it will be callous and sadistic to hold otherwise. And the court ordered, release that body. So what's the idea here? You see, there's this thing in law we call the right of lien, okay? Now, lien is the idea that I can hold on to something. I can hold on to something and fail to release it to you until you pay me. All right? So, for instance, let's say for those who maybe you buy something on hire purchase terms, right? You fail to clear the balance. The person who sold it to you can come and declare a lien of it. They can hold that item and say, you failed to pay, so I'm taking the item back and I'm going to sell it so that I can recover my money. And their courts have repeatedly said that when it comes to cases of dead bodies, you cannot do that. Because remember, there is no property in a dead body. There is no value in actually keeping a dead body in the morgue, where bills are continuing to add, the hospital mortuary charges are continuing, while this person clearly is unable to pay or has indicated to you that they do not have the capacity to pay to meet their debt. So, now, why is this relevant for us today, ladies and gentlemen? It is relevant because this practice still continues. Can you imagine? The court made this decision in 1998, which means since 1998, almost 30 years ago, hospitals have known that you cannot do this. This is not the right thing to do. But here we still are. It is still being done. All right? Which means that it's not even a question of whether the law is there. The law is actually already there. So if you ever find yourself in a situation like that, please, please, please remember, the law already provides a way out for you. In any case, the hospital could always sue. They could come after the estate of the deceased person. They could come after the guarantor. They could come after the person who signed the documents indicating that they're going to make sure the bill is paid. That could always happen. They always have that in their list of options to exercise. So, based on that, courts have repeatedly said you cannot hold on to someone's body. So if you're going through a situation like that, first of all, pole sana for your loss. But also remember, there is a way out for you because bodies need to be released for burial to be done. Tuko pamoja? Tuko pamoja. We're almost coming to the end of the show. It's about 6:43. I think there's a question I said I was going to ask Flozi, and I seem to forget about it, but let's get some music and when I come back, I'll probably have remembered it. Na ilikuwa story ya my love songs, manzi. Yeah. What's happening, man? Let's go.
From sunrise to sunset, all day and night. Power Radio.
When I go black, your flower, no, I'll let you bloom to the waters of my fantasy. Let your soul feel this harmony. Push it closer, call it to zoom. Let me ignite every part of you. Spell it out, mama, tell me what you're feeling. Let my actions be what you're thinking.
Cause it tastes like sugar and spice and everything nice. Close your eyes, I'll make you realize you're winning in life, yeah. You're winning in life. You taste like sugar and spice and everything nice. Close your eyes, I'll make you realize you're winning in life, yeah. You're winning in life. Call me a number one, baby, you can call me a superman. Chochote utataka nitakupa ma. You're my girl.
Call me your number one, baby, you can call me a supergirl. Chochote unataka nitakupa, nitakupa. You're my man. I wanna climb to the top of the mountain, let you cruise on this endless sea. Open up the windows to your soul. I want you to see what you do to me. Watch my spirit melt into your arms. Freeze this time so we'll never be apart, baby. I know you're comfortable under my skin, so don't let go. Pull me close, let the energy flow from my head to my toes. Like this bliss, let's get lit. Wake back up, then we do it again, baby.
Call me a number one, baby, you can call me a superman. Chochote utataka nitakupa ma. You're my girl.
Call me your number one, baby, you can call me a supergirl. Chochote unataka nitakupa, nitakupa. You're my man.
Somebody call for my girl, call for my cure, call for my lover. Cause when the sunlight's at west side, you're always gonna be my number one.
Somebody call for my man, call for me cure, call for my lover. Cause when the sunlight is at west side, you're always gonna be my number one. Tell me how you want it, daddy. Tell me how you want it, papi. Tell me what you want, I'ma make you happy. I'll make you happy, I'ma make you happy.
Tell me how you want it, mommy. Tell me how you want it, mommy. Tell me what you want, I'ma make you happy. I'll make you happy, I'ma make you happy.
Tell me how you want it, baby. Tell me how you want it, baby. Tell me what you want, I'ma make you happy. I'll make you happy, I'ma make you happy. Tell me how you want it, baby. Tell me how you want it, baby. Tell me what you want, I'ma make you happy. I'll make you happy, I'ma make you happy. Tell me how you want it, baby. Tell me how you want it, baby. Tell me what you want, I'ma make you happy. I'll make you happy, I'ma make you happy.
Nitalala by your side, and I'll know when I see your face. Kwakweli, this is my place. And when you say nakupenda, I feel it. When you say tunaweza, I believe it. And if tuko pamoja, baby, will you say milele? Sema milele. Tafadhali, sema milele. Baby, usijali. And if tuko pamoja, baby, won't you say milele? I know when you tell me, nitaskia in your voice, and I'll know when I hear you say, Kwakweli, this is my choice. And when you say nakupenda, I feel it. When you say tunaweza, I believe it. And if tuko pamoja, baby, won't you say milele? Sema milele. Tafadhali, sema milele. Baby, usijali. And if tuko pamoja, baby, won't you say milele? Nitaona in your eyes, nitaskia in your voice, nitalala by your side. Sema milele, tafadhali, sema milele. Baby, usijali, sema milele. Tafadhali, sema milele. Baby, usijali. And if tuko pamoja, baby, won't you say milele?
Yes, that's Mr. Gilad, who is, surprise, a former Israeli ambassador to Kenya, who's now become, I hear, a fully fledged Kenyan. Can you believe that? Hey, there you go. It's about 6:52 now, and of course, just looking out for your comments on today's topic. And I think we figured out Flo's favorite song in Chris Adwar's repertoire of the songs we've played. There is one with Atemi, Someday. The other one is Please Wait. She also like Please Wait. I don't know which song you liked, but of course, we always encourage, please just make sure you give Mr. Chris Adwar a follow. Just check out their music. Check out if they're having any shows, anything you can participate in. You know, we're all about supporting Kenyan music and supporting Kenyan talent. We almost come to the end of the show. Why don't we get some music as we wind it down? Na ngoja kuona watu wanasema wako na shida za watu kwa hospitali by force, but it seems like you guys are not dealing with these problems. And you know what? That's a good thing for you. It's a very good thing.
From sunrise to sunset, all day and night. Power Radio.
Kosa si kosa, makosa ni kurudia. Pole sana kama umevumilia. Tulikosana, nikaomba ungenirudia, ukanikana hadharani mbele ya dunia.
Beti lichomeka, zima moto hawakusaidia. Ndege ya vieta, kianguka hawakunyambia. Saizi liona na sikufuatilia. Jirani alikuteka, mali yangu wakanikulia. Ni sawa,
umeniacha nimeachika, ni sawa. Ningenyamaza yote tisa, but for you, is that who you have picked over me? Umeniacha nimeachika, ni sawa.
uko sure ndo mwenye unataka? Uko sure?
Ni sawa.
Uko sure unaweza sema with your chest? Uko sure?
But for you, is that who you have picked over me? Umeniacha nimeachika, ni sawa. Ni sawa. Ni sawa.
Nomba on your wedding day, stima zipote, upate fat fingers, ringi sitoshe. Your boyfriend akubaye kadogi ukidhani nika cute kakuume. Mother-in-law na father-in-law wakuchukie wakikuona. Unadhani yeni catch kumbe yeni spam donor. Yoni nini unabonya? My lord, I wonder, but as long as you're happy wena, wependa kenye unapenda, imeenda.
Ni sawa. Umeniacha nimeachika, ni sawa. Ningenyamaza yote tisa, but for you, is that who you have picked over me? Umeniacha nimeachika, ni sawa.
Uko sure ndo mwenye unataka? Uko sure?
Ni sawa.
Uko sure unaweza sema with your chest? Uko sure?
But for you, is that who you have picked over me? Umeniacha nimeachika, ni sawa.
Yeah, you know, that's a type of song where, hey, ni sawa but si sawa. Ati abewe kadogi kamuume. Come on, guys. Anyway, you guys have a lovely weekend, because you know the weekend starts on Thursday, and nowadays I hear it's even Wednesday. When are people working in this country? But anyway, let's leave it at that. You know what, you guys have a lovely, lovely weekend, and please watch out and be safe. Flozy is here tomorrow with her show happening. Itel Groove is happening from 4 p.m. It's a reggae show, so you better bring your rhythm up. Man. Yeah, man. Maybe I should come to your show as a guest. Nikuje, yeah. Yeah, no. Yeah, man. And of course, you have the rest of our shows happening tomorrow and of course on Saturday. But see you back here on Monday as we continue to talk more legal right here on Sheria Dive on Power Radio. But from me in studio, together with my producer, we say Mkuena Jioni Njema. Have a good night and a good evening, and see you on Monday. Bye-bye.
From sunrise to sunset, all day and night. Power Radio.
Tunapita kama moshi na kabla tuzame mchangani, kuna kushinda na kufeli. afar, and it's so beautiful. No, they can't touch the fire, and you know it's not in vain. Steady tripping through the pain. Oh, man. Steady rocking on the midnight train. Steady rocking on the midnight train. Oh Lord, steady rocking on the midnight train. Steady rocking on the midnight Zion, on the midnight Zion, Zion.
Siku zazidi badilika, mengi yazidi kunipita jama. Oh no, maji yalipozidi unga, hawakudhani tutafika. It's unbelievable that we made it this far. Undeniable to see the promised land from afar. So beautiful, they gon' know who we are. They keep on walking in the rain. Kuna blessings in the pain.
Steady rocking on the midnight train.
Steady, ready, ready.
Steady rocking on the midnight train. Oh Lord, steady rocking on the midnight train. To Zion, to Zion,
Zion.
it's on our road to Zion. Nothing will ever deny us. Whatever it takes, keep on rocking. Whatever it takes, keep on moving. To Zion, to Zion, to Zion. Yeah, 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 yeah. Steady rocking on the midnight train. Steady rocking on the midnight train. Oh Lord, steady rocking on the midnight train. To Zion, to Zion, to Zion, to Zion. Steady rocking on the midnight train. Steady rocking on the midnight train. Oh Lord, steady rocking on the midnight train. To Zion.
From sunrise